Hello YouTube you. Here's another one of Martyn's disposals, Hobby King Mustang, which I've always lusted after. Got the old popper dotting on. I've done a few mods to it, nothing outrageous, bit of repainting, put a pilot in. Looking good. Let's go fly. Here we go. Takeoff was in safe as it was on the maiden of the Ex-FlankerTanker Hurricane. So we'll just get some height and then take it out of safe and see where the trimming is. So out of safe. Okay, it wants to go on a left aileron turn, so we'll trim some right aileron into it. Elevator is nigh on perfect, and it looks as good in the sky as Hubster's one, so I'm very happy that I've got one of these as well. We can both be the blue-nosed bastards of Bodney out on a patrol. The 352nd Fighter Group, wasn't it? Out of Bodney in Norfolk. Little story, we were up in Norfolk a couple of months ago. Oh, look at this, just locked in. It's beautiful. No wonder Hubster loves it. He's onto a good thing. Yeah, we were staying in Norfolk at a bed and breakfast. And it suddenly dawned on us, looking at the sat-nav one day in the car, that we were only 5 miles from Bodney. So we went along and had a look. It's no longer an airfield. It's been used by the army, I think, for training purposes. But we got as close to the edge of the airfield as we could, right up until the signs were saying beware, MOD will hung, draw and quarter you if you take a step further. So it was nice to be there, but just as we were mulling the presence of the 352nd during World War II, a lot of live fire training started almost over the hedge from where we were parked. So we thought, yeah, okay, that's close enough. It'd have been lovely to get onto the old airfield or something, but that wasn't going to happen. So we've been to Bodney, home of the blue-nosed bastards. I'll probably attach a picture of that with this video of this maiden, my maiden on my Moonbeam. But there's another story here. When we arranged to collect the models from Martyn, we decided, due to COVID and all that malarkey, that we'd meet in another location, and he chose the car park of the Cambridge American Cemetery, the war cemetery there. And I've got to tell you, it was very moving. In fact, I'm getting a bit of a lump in the throat thinking about it now. That those brave American boys who just flew thousands of miles from their homeland to fight the bloody Nazis and never came back, and I am deeply indebted to them. I think they were just brave, beyond brave. And maybe there were a few Mustang pilots in that cemetery. There's some footage which I took there. It was a horribly cold day, blowing an absolute hoolie. But I managed to film the Stars and Stripes flying proudly. And just a couple of minutes before Martyn turned up with the models. Okay, well this maiden at 5 minutes is practically over. I've prattled all through it. I haven't needed to really give the model any attention at all. It's practically flying itself. It's not in safe. It really is such a beautiful platform, but you boys and girls out there, you know the Mustang. It's a lovely airframe. Okay, there's my 10-second countdown. What a thankfully uneventful and lovely maiden on my Moonbeam McSwine. Thank you, Martyn. You've looked after this well. Sniff, sniff. It is cold. It's actually the 16th of December. I'm flying this and the Hurricane I bought from him. But let's just plonk it into the safe. Oh, and then drop the tanks as well. Sorry, chap. Throttle cut on. I'll glue those back in. But I probably won't fly anymore today with the tanks in. I've got another couple of batteries left. Or maybe I will. I lost one on my Hurricane earlier this year, and I never found it. So I tend to fly the Hurricane without. That's my old one, of course. Let's take these out. I don't want to lose another thingy. Right, let's switch that out as safe. And yeah, very happy. Sorry about that. Very happy with the Moonbeam McSwine. I tried to clean up the cockpit a bit. Martyn had put the receiver into the cockpit and sort of painted it over so it didn't look unsightly. I've reversed that process because that's just how I roll. But I do need to get another cockpit canopy for it. It's looking a bit... It's suffered at the hands of my cleaning rag with getting the paint off. But not that that matters much when it's in the air. Didn't bother the swans. Swan! Oh, if you've seen Hot Fuzz. Swan! There she is. Moonbeam McSwine, my one. Maiden in the books. Speak to you soon, YouTube. Bye. Very blowy, wet day at Madingley American Cemetery, Cambridge. Here to do two things. Firstly, pay some respects and say the soldiers, airmen of the United States who gave their lives so we can be free. I'm meeting Martyn, FlankerTanker, to pick up a couple of models. One of them is an American P-51D Mustang. Our visit on this day, this place. Thank you, boys. Thank you for everything you gave.